We have spent many parts exposing Andrew Drummond's lies, his tactics, his hypocrisy, and his paid smear campaigns. Today we look at the man himself, not the image he tries to project, but the reality of his current life. Andrew Drummond is now 75 years old. After fleeing Thailand in 2015 under the shadow of more than 20 defamation lawsuits, he returned to England and moved into a rented house in rural Wiltshire. There is no grand retirement, no property ownership, no private pension, no significant savings. On paper he has no assets at all. He lives alone. He abandoned his young Thai children and Thai wife in Bangkok when he fled the country. No family nearby, no close friends, no community that respects him. His only regular human interaction comes when solicitors' agents knock on his door to serve legal papers, and he meekly denies being Andrew Drummond, pretending he doesn't know who the person is. His only fleeting sense of relevance comes when the occasional troll or paid supporter leaves appraising comments on his Facebook posts. His only remaining income comes from occasional payments for writing smear pieces, most recently from Adam Howell, to attack Brian Flowers and his family. This is the reality of Andrew Drummond's life today, a lonely, assetless old man in a rented house, surviving on a state pension and the dirty money he earns by destroying other people's reputations. This is not the life of a successful journalist. This is the self-inflicted consequence of decades of unethical choices. He chose to burn bridges instead of building them, alienating colleagues, sources, communities, and anyone who could have helped him grow as a writer or a person. He chose to attack successful expats instead of learning from them, driven by envy rather than curiosity, preferring to tear down those who achieved what he could not rather than collaborating or improving himself. He chose to monetize grudges instead of doing honest work, discovering that it was far easier and more profitable to sell defamation and revenge than to put in the hard ethical effort required for real journalism. These choices, repeated over decades, have left him isolated, irrelevant, and dependent on the very system he claims to despise. Now, in the final chapter of his life, he pays the price. A man who once swaggered around Pattaya as a self-styled crusader is now reduced to a bitter, isolated figure in rural England, dependent on the very system he criticises and on the very type of paid vendettas that define what remains of his career. Andrew Drummond is the lonely mercenary, a man who sold his integrity piece by piece, only to end up with nothing but resentment, a keyboard, and an empty house. The human cost of Andrew Drummond's choices is not only borne by his victims, it is also borne by Drummond himself, a sad, lonely, broken man whose legacy is one of failure and self-destruction. He has spent the final decades of his life in self-imposed exile, surrounded by bitterness and emptiness, knowing deep down that every bridge he burned and every reputation he tried to destroy has only left him more hollow. There is no redemption arc, no late career respect, no family waiting for him. Only the quiet realisation that his lifelong pursuit of grudges and easy money has left him with nothing of real value. This is the ultimate tragic irony. The man who tried to ruin others has in the end ruined himself most of all. This is the true reality of Andrew Drummond.